He was the man who made football look like samba. He made the world smile with his dribbles, his no-look passes, and that iconic toothy grin. But today, at 46, Ronaldinho sits alone in a quiet room, far away from the stadiums that once chanted his name. No spotlights, no trophies, no fans, just memories, and a truth that will shatter your heart. This is not the story of a footballer. This is the story of a man who had everything and lost it all. Try not to cry when you see what happened to Ronaldinho at 46. Ronaldinho Gaucho was not born a star. He was born in Porto Alegre, Brazil, in a tiny house with a tin roof. His father, João, worked as a security guard at a local football club. His mother, Dona Miguelina, sold cosmetics door to door. But little Ronaldinho had one gift, a ball. He would dribble through the streets, between cars, past dogs, and around older kids who laughed at his skinny legs. But he never stopped, because his father told him, "Son, this ball is your ticket out of here." At 13, Ronaldinho scored 23 goals in a single match. The world hadn't seen him yet, but his father had seen enough. Then tragedy struck. João died of a heart attack. Ronaldinho was just 8 years old. That night, young Ronaldinho held his father's hand and whispered, "Dad, I will win the World Cup for you." He didn't know then. That promise would haunt him forever. At 17, Ronaldinho made his professional debut for Grêmio. The crowd didn't know his name yet, but they knew his feet were magic. He would flick the ball over defenders, do elasticos, and rainbow flicks that made grown men gasp. Then came Paris Saint-Germain, then Barcelona, and then the world. At Barcelona, he became the king. He won the Ballon d'Or in 2005. He won the Champions League in 2006. He made the entire Santiago Bernabéu, Real Madrid's own stadium, stand and applaud him. A feat no other Barcelona player had ever done. Ronaldinho was more than a player. He was happiness on two legs. Every child wanted to dribble like him. Every adult wanted to smile like him. He was the happiest man on earth. Or so it seemed. But behind the smile, something was brewing. Ronaldinho loved parties. He loved music. He loved the nightlife. He would train in the morning and party at night. Coaches warned him. Teammates advised him. But Ronaldinho was untouchable, or so he thought. His body was still young. His feet still danced. But the discipline was fading. Pep Guardiola arrived at Barcelona and saw the party culture. He knew a new era needed new rules. Ronaldinho was sold to AC Milan. The world was shocked. The king had been dethroned. But Ronaldinho still smiled. He said, "I am still happy. Football is joy." But somewhere deep down, the boy who promised his father a World Cup was losing his way. By 2011, Ronaldinho was back in Brazil. He played for Flamengo, then Atlético Mineiro. He still showed flashes of magic, but the consistency was gone. His weight was increasing. His speed was decreasing. In 2018, he retired. No farewell tour. No tribute match. Just a quiet announcement. The world moved on. Neymar arrived. Messi dominated. Ronaldo broke records. Ronaldinho became a memory. A beautiful, nostalgic memory. But the worst was yet to come. In 2020, Ronaldinho was arrested in Paraguay. He and his brother had used fake passports. He spent 32 days in jail. The man who made millions now sat in a prison cell. The world saw photos. Ronaldinho, the magician, behind bars. And in that cell, for the first time, Ronaldinho didn't smile. Inside the prison, Ronaldinho did something unexpected. He organized a football match. Prisoners versus guards. He played with them. He dribbled past them. He scored goals. And for those 90 minutes, he was the Ronaldinho of old. But when the match ended, the prison bars were still there. The magic was on the pitch, but the man was still locked up. He said later, "I learned more in that prison than I ever learned in any stadium. I learned that my smile was sometimes fake. I learned that I had lost myself." The world cried seeing him there. But Ronaldinho didn't cry. He was already broken inside. Today, Ronaldinho is 46. He lives between Brazil and Spain. He attends charity matches. He does interviews. He still smiles, but the eyes tell a different story. His father never saw him lift the World Cup. His mother watches him from a distance, worried. His children live far away. The money is still there, but the purpose is gone. In a recent interview, Ronaldinho was asked, "What do you miss most?" He paused for 10 seconds. Then he said, I miss the boy who promised his father he would win the World Cup. I did not win it, and that will never leave me. He didn't cry on camera, but millions watching cried for him. Because this was not just about a trophy. This was about a promise broken. At 46, Ronaldinho finally revealed the truth, not to the media, but to his mother. He called her one night and said, "Mom, I did not keep Dad's promise. I won everything, but I did not win the World Cup. Am I a failure?" His mother said something that broke him and healed him at the same time. "Son, you made millions smile. You made football beautiful. That is your father's real dream. Not a trophy, but joy. You gave the world joy. That is enough." Ronaldinho cried that night. Not tears of sadness, but tears of release. For the first time in decades, he slept peacefully. Now at 46, Ronaldinho is not the king of football, but he is the king of hearts. He dances at weddings, plays street football with kids, and still does that iconic celebration. He is not trying to win anymore. He is just trying to smile, for real this time.